Hello everybody, my name is James and welcome to F1 2016, and here we are at Singapore. This is season 3, race number 15 now, so we're getting closer to the end of the season. Still need to try and impress the team, I think, so I've been struggling to beat Kimi Räikkönen, but I did beat him this time around at Monza. Managed to get a pretty good second place. Hamilton just dominated around there, so I don't think there was any chance of me winning that race. I think second was the best I could have got, and second is what I got, just about. Nico almost picked me, but I just managed to keep him at bay. So now it's at Singapore. I love this track. I've mentioned this already. Pace is good, so long as I don't mess up, I think I can get a very good lap time here. So let's see what we get. Yeah, that ghost car thing's really distracting. I might turn it off at some point if I remember to. Okay. So Hamilton's lead. Hamilton's leading. Right. Oh, that was good. Okay, currently in 5th apparently. So, my objective is 5th, and I'm currently in 5th of my time right now. So that was very good. Currently 3rd now, that's good to see. Only the Mercedes to beat then, I think. Oh, now down to 5th. That was a very good corner. Oh god. Went a little wide. Oh my god. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Thankfully, I recovered. That was very poor. Couple of corners there. Okay. One car. Push with all you've got. That's not how you take the corner, but fuck it. Whew. I struggled a bit towards the end. It could have gone horribly wrong, but come on, 3rd place. I reckon I've qualified ahead of Kimi for once. Yes, I did. Where did what time did Kimi get? So I was 7.5 attempts quicker than him, so that's a very impressive lap time from myself. And only half a second behind Lewis Hamilton, so I'll happily take that. The gap isn't so far. What's the word? The gap isn't so big between me and the Mercedes, so maybe I could challenge them. So let's see. So that's achieved. That's well needed. Hopefully we can get a good race as well. I'm beating Kimi Räikkönen, so this is doing me a solid. I'm doing pretty well. Okay. Here we are then. Oh shit! I didn't know it was going to be a wet Singapore. Oh fuck! I don't think I've had a wet Singapore. That's quite rare though. You don't usually see rain at Singapore. God damn it. Well, this is interesting, because I got a dry setup for this, because I wasn't not expecting this. Well, anything can happen now at this point, so let's hope it just turns out to be a good one, whatever the circumstances are. And I have had a slow start. If the Red Bull gets ahead of me, try and... Oh, shit! God damn it. Yep. 2-second time penalty. Great! That's the last thing I fucking needed. God damn it. Yeah, I was trying to get on the inside and accidentally went into the back of the Verstappen. That was my fault there. Wasn't careful enough. But oh well. But here we are at wet Singapore. I don't know what my pace is going to be like. Now that the car's slightly damaged as well. And in wet conditions. So far, pace-wise, it's not looking good. I've got a push now, because now I've got a 2-second penalty. So the objective is 5th, and it looks like I will finish in 5th as it stands. So let's try and get ahead. Fucking Kimi Raikkonen, not far behind. Teammate status.
Okay, distance to teammate. 28 seconds. No fresh wax.
Yeah, 1.8 seconds. I need to increase that to 2 seconds by the end of this race. Let's hope I can do that. Alright. This means this would be quite a long race actually, because going around this track will be around about 2 minutes long with it being wet as well. So this will be a lengthy one. Looking at about 10 minutes here. Okay. 2 minutes 4 seconds. Lewis Hamilton. Okay. Alright. Magnussen is trying to get past me. It's not making a move as of yet. Okay. Well, the Mercedes are just... well, they've gone into a world of their own. It's been nice knowing you, Nico and Lewis. Where have you gone? Ah, those two. Let's hope they crash into each other again one day. Because that's all I rely on now, them two crashing. Oh. Okay. Wow, 6 seconds the gap between me and Nico. Won't be fighting the Mercedes boys today. My battle is what's behind me. Oh, that's a wall. Don't hit the wall that many times. Or don't hit the wall at all would be preferable. Come on, car. Push like hell. Oh, I'm going to hell. What? What? What am I talking about? Did it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Push. Well, as it stands, I think I'm just in a comfortable position right now. I just need to pull away from the cars behind me, which I'm not doing. So I might just relax for a bit and then just push really hard towards the end and try and create that gap. So I'm going to go into standard mix. The idea is to go into rich mix on the final lap and hopefully pull away from them. That's the plan. I don't know if it's going to work. We shall see. Maybe hold them up a bit to the point where they end up fighting each other. That could work also. Or it could really cost me. I'm trying to hold them up a little bit actually. If I can get the cars to fight each other, then that'll certainly help me. Make sure I don't get involved in it. Try and slow down as much as I can without being overtaken. So I'm creating more of a train, but they're not really battling. Yes, I've noticed. Alright, still not trying to pass. Come on, fight! Why are you just following each other? Slow down a lot there. I'm creating more of a train, but it's just that's all it's doing, creating a train. Come on, fight! This could really backfire. I've just realised that. I've got 2 second penalty, so if I don't pull away from this train, then it could cost me a few places more than just 2. Come on. Fight each other for crying out loud. Slowed down so much at the tunnel. I pulled away really well there. Huh. That's what I might do towards the final lap, actually. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Go pull away a lot towards the end, I think. Slow them down a bunch when it comes to the bridge, and then just pull away. See if that works. Got a bit of a gap now, so I could try and pull ahead. Let's see if that works. Not really sure if this is working or not. No, not really. Magnussen's behind me again. Slow down a bit then. Oh, Magnussen's going to try the move. I'm obviously going to say no to that. Just about worked. Huh. Made a massive train, but none of them wants to battle. Alright. Battle, for Christ's sake. Do something. Come on, Kimi, I thought you wanted to move up a place. Come on. Do something. Someone tried to make them move around the outside. Oh yeah, battle, battle, battle. That's it. Right, now I'm pulling ahead. Oh, that was the shortest battle I've ever seen. Although, it slowed them down a bit. Come on. Oh, I had a poor exit. Come on. Come on, car. Right. Yes, Kimi slowed down a lot for some reason. Must have been when he tried to get past Magnussen, so now is where I push. I don't care about Magnussen finishing ahead of me, but if I finish ahead of Kimi, then that's alright. So I think now is the best time to push. Like mad. Alright. Here we go. Starting to pull ahead of Kevin as well, which is good. So my strategy might have paid off here. It's like Lewis Hamilton trying to hold up Nico Rosberg at Abu Dhabi so he could drop places. It almost worked, but Mercedes cars were just too powerful in the end. So the Ferraris couldn't really catch up to Mercedes that year. Okay. As it stands, I think I'm ahead of Kimi. So that's good. Come on, push to the limit. Push it to the limit. Limit! Teammate status.
Kimi's currently in P5. Ego to teammate is 4.4 seconds.
Ooh.
On fresh wets. The time last lap was a 2 minute 17.5.
4.4 seconds the gap. Just need to make sure I nail this towards the end then. Lewis Hamilton wins at Singapore, and it's looking like he could become a 6-time world champion. And he'll be once again champion in my career, 3 seasons in a row. So that'd be incredible for him. If he does achieve that, of course. Go around towards the final corners, the push as much as I can. I do think I've pipped ahead against Kimi, only just. With a very good strategy, so I'll happily take this result in very difficult conditions. That's surely 4th. Come on! Yes! Needed that. Yes! Get in. You know, it's like I got the penalty. It's not. It's not like I'm really bothered about the podium spots or the wins right now. It's finishing ahead of my teammate. It's really intense. And what looked like a bad start ended up being a very good finish towards the end. It was a strategy that paid off. I've never used that strategy before actually, but it really worked. Kimi tried to get past Magnussen and it just didn't work. It might have damaged his car. Team might not be impressed, but I'm ahead of him nevertheless. And wow, Renault on the podium. That's very weird to see. But they have improved, so, you know, it doesn't surprise me that they're up there. Just seems strange looking at it. But yeah, well done to Kevin Magnussen for third, and obviously well done to Mercedes once again for their dominance in Formula 1.
Time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship.
So where did I finish? So yeah, so after that penalty was implied, so overall I was 4 seconds ahead of him towards the end, so that's good. Alright, anything on the race director? Oh my god. Penalties were given across the board, basically. And so yeah, that puts Lewis Hamilton 32 points in the lead, so he's starting to get dominant towards the end of the season. With not many races to go now, 6 races left. And I close the gap to Kimi Raikkonen. It's now only 17 points. Can I catch him? I think I can, if I bring in more solid performances like that. And yeah, 247 points now for the Ferraris. I think Renault, because they've improved, I think you'll see them soaring up. I think they can pass the Force Indias and possibly the Williams. The McLarens, I think they're a bit far away from that, but who knows? It could be a shocking twist towards the end if they do jump the McLarens. So yeah, I've always had good results at Singapore. It looked like it was going to be a bad weekend at one point, but thankfully I ended up giving a good recovery drive after the poor start. So that's fantastic. And oh my god, we're drawing in the rivalry. Damn. Do you really give a point to say, oh well, he's fastest in that sector, and that sector? Like, really? Should do fastest lap and not fastest sector each, because I think that's giving too many points, to be honest. But anyway, back in the green zone. This is where I get demoted. I'll be like, what? But I've done so well. What are you talking about? Okay. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next race. Take care.